Okay. I believe we don't have a freaking delay, so we'll see.
But right now, you need to choose your NBA legend to start your My Team. And when the time comes, evolve them into the player your lineup needs. Take the court with your dream team. This is My Team.
Bro. No, they're so bad though. Oh, evolution cards can be upgraded by completing statistical milestones unique to each card. The card's attributes, badges, hot zones, animations, and eligible positions can improve some. Okay, bro. Let's start here. Okay, oh my god, bro, these cards are so bad. No, we got Patty Mills and Jerry. Okay, I can live with Patty Mills and Derek Jones Jr. I guess. Estella can get driver. Let's start with the gold one. Mitchell Robinson, okay. Nas Reed, okay. Oh, Jersey, okay. 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 Let's go with this one. Okay, another jersey. Okay. Okay, we have the normal ball, I guess. Quick first set. This year you can customize your My Team columns by adding and upgrading patches. Okay. Add a bronze badge card to a player's empty badge slots. Okay. Last four. Okay. I don't like that. Okay. Frank Jackson. Oh my gosh, my players are terrible. No. Can I just name my players like this? How about that? They're terrible, because they are terrible. How about that? Let's say, what's a good team name? What's a good teammate, Pershing? Let's just name it Simpage. Why not? San Francisco and Oakland. Feel good. Abbreviation. What abbreviation, Yoshi? Maybe let's just name it. Oh, okay. Haha. Haha. Okay. It's perfect. Haha. Haha. Oh, we have this shit. Let's manage our lineup. Why is it Sacramento? Oh, no. This is where you can make changes to your team's lineup. Okay. You can update the look of your team by making changes on the franchise tag. You can change your choices or manually. Okay. Franchise cards change how your team looks on court. Oh, okay. Players can get boosts if their skills fit the coach's system. Specific bro, I have Dwayne. I have Julius Randle. I have 2 Knicks, 2 Heat, and 1 Spur. Brian Ford, Darius Miller. Poor? Oh, no. All these players. If you look here, 74 inside scoring, 66 mid-range, 363. Oh my gosh, I won't be able to hit threes then. I need more uniforms. My team is 72 overall, 73 on offense, 70 on defense. I have 180, 276, 179, 178. I guess they're pretty good. I have Mills here.
Work feeling more like I've been getting what I earned. The low wasn't never a concern. I see I got the gift. Don't count the blessings. Played the odds and I changed directions. I hoard all the dreams and they come true. I never let them see it from the same view. I heard all the stories that you can't prove. It's hard to count the wins if you can't lose. I done made a whole lot more. I win a horse trying to tell it, hold that door. Boy, Mr. Lottery, never like picks, but they all still follow me. Now ain't that a to a dad, ain't that a switch? I paved the way, save the date. I take breaks in the summer, but the wintertime lit. Hey, left, look at who I'm still with. Same old.
Also, I can adjust the player here, the player's minutes.
I be giving game for the most part. Lights, camera with the action, yeah. Before you rip the plastic, man. Watch you hustle backwards. Oh, all my losses made me savage. Lately I can't seem to miss. Never cooking in the same pot. I gotta see her in way before I got the call. Now they all wanna hold my falling back just to let it take shape. No squares in the circle. The words get hurtful. I heard that commercial. They gon' let it go. Hide from the side where we don't see it. Yeah, with the cost to survive. Turns for the worst on the road to the promise. Could've just mobile, but I'd rather pay homage. Yeah, still do it cause they get me paid. But you don't get saved. That mojo screaming, oh, behave. You been there, you took that break. I get sleep when I stay up late. Same old for the most part. Ain't changed for the most part. Really can't complain for the most part.
We have Zion, let's go! Okay, I'll take that. Okay. guess we'll choose. This is my team unlimited. An online head-to-head game mode. Okay. Too many losers can fall back down previous team. Oh! Oh! So here is how I can play. And then I think we'll go with this one for me. I'll just hit play. Yep. It's a player versus player. I think the delay is 15 seconds. Do we have matches? Do we have matches though? I think there's no matches. Oh, by Babain mo. Nag-ano lang dagayan te. Pag-upakitin yan dito. Kaya ko nga tinalo ulit eh. Te. Kasi nag-ano yung I have no one to play with on 2K. 2K online. Let's limit the games to 29, I guess. It's a short season. Normalized played to 7. Normalized played to 6. Fantasy draft off, draft out mode. So we have 29 games a season, 6 minutes quarter, simulated 6 minutes, normalized played to 7 minutes. I just message played games, too much simulated quarter. I just touched in play games to match simulated. We're gonna select a team, we're gonna select the Warriors. We're gonna be selecting the Warriors. go.
Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, forbid, probably would've made cross, that's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, took the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat them.
The problem that I have with the Warriors this 2021 season is their bench is ass. Their bench is so ass. Game difficulty on Hall of Fame. See that? Hall of Fame, 6 minutes. Foul out. Fatigue. Let's have the fatigue on.
Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, forbid, probably would've made cross, that's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, took the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat them. Rolling round my block, feeling hot, streets are cold, see the frost, things I know, forbid, probably would've made cross, that's my blood, family tree, no excuse, freedom cost, take the risk, made mistakes, pray I never repeat the loss.
Let's play, man. Let's play. It takes time.
The official automotive partner of the NBA.
Let's
But before we announce the
go.
winners of this year's awards, let's give you a chance to be a winner yourself with some 2K TV Interactive. And this one is an easy one. Winners of this year's 2K TV Awards will be receiving an NBA
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Let's go. I won't lose. The difficulty is in Hall of
Traffic
Fame.
making
I'm
its way
kinda
across
scared.
the Bay Bridge between San Francisco and Oakland, California. Welcome everybody to the day we've all DA Jacob.
Well, Kevin,
David Aldridge, thank you.
Let's first check the camera. It's 2K, good. Options, controller. Controller configuration, okay, it's all normal, I guess. Is it normal though?
You.
Yep, I think it's all normal.
And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Gordon
Oh.
Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets and the
Yoshi.
Houston Rockets starting five. Gordon out there with Wall. Then it's Christian Wood. Then it's Olynyk.
Oh.
And the three. And for Golden State,
Let's
Curry
go,
and
Wiggins.
Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Green is out there with Weissman. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward position. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Wall. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And here we are. Opening night. Brent, do you have any special memories from an opening night you played in?
oh, Kevin, you're bringing me back now. October 31st, Halloween, 1997. I remember playing against the Phoenix Suns. We lost the games. Clippers went down in flames. But man, oh man, I'll never forget stepping
What?
on that
No.
court for the first
Ring.
time.
4 on the shot clock.
Aw, rigged.
D giving him
I was
that
about
shot,
to
and that's
alley
probably
it.
not a good idea, but
Like
I guess they
alley.
knew what they were doing that time.
Nope.
And that one hits back iron.
Run.
Pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage
Let's
of
go,
you down
baby!
low, you gotta play tough,
Ah.
physical defense. Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at
Come on, give
rising
me
up
the
off
ball,
the ground.
Broshi.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Free throw
That's
drops for Green.
Draymond Green, a modern day big, and of course we know the impact he has
He's on Hall of Fame,
defensively.
okay?
But for his career, he's only hitting around 30% of his threes, and the last two seasons have been well below that. It's still his willingness to take them that's going to keep the defense honest.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the
Let's
defensive
go!
Green slams it in.
Alley-oop
Man, Draymond
shoot!
Green out there playing with a watch. What timing on that alley-oop.
When Draymond plays the center position, though, Brent, 30% from three isn't all that bad.
Well, again, we'll go back to the idea of the threat of the shooter. That's going to create more space for all of the action that's happening behind Draymond Green. And of course, we know his willingness to pass up shots to the preferred pass. That's where he really makes an impact.
Up again.
No.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I
You know,
didn't
we
ask
talk
though.
about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Curry passes to Wiseman. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first
Oh,
quarter.
that's a miss.
It's deflected. Pass to Curry. Lots of room.
No!
It's rebounded by Houston.
I bricked
And
that.
looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
No.
Olenek can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Rockets trail by 3. Finished off the break.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's
I didn't
execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim.
Oh.
Sweet play.
Now here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Oubre is checked in for the Warriors. And the basket by Curry.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
Wall against Wiggins. And Wall.
Oh.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
How
Okay.
about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Wall against Curry. To
What
the middle. Here's Green. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
All with it.
No, Curry has no defense.
Wall's got 6.
Now that
Curry
basket
is
must
no
be widening
defense.
out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Come on, man.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. He lobs it
What?
up.
No,
Stolen
Greg.
away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Curry has
Looks like he's
no
got more feel tonight.
defense.
Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Now here's Wiggins. Defense is right there. And
Oh,
Wiggins throws
posted.
it down.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 1. From 10 feet out.
Oh
and
my
Houston
gosh.
again with the bucket.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
What the
And
rig?
the Warriors can't hang on to the ball. Manuel House is checked in for the Rockets.
Was about to pass
Bradley
it
comes
though.
in for John Wall. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
And Porter, here we go. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Here's Poole.
That's a miss.
The Rockets pull it
Yeah.
in.
But he lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Outside Porter.
No, he made that. What the hell?
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Toscano.
No, he blocked
Got
it.
a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. John Wall getting it done for Houston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this.
You'll see though. You will see
We
though.
caught up with Steph Curry, who spoke with us about coming back from being out.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to just that feeling because
Greg, this guy is a premier performer, and the hardwood is his stage. He always plays well.
No
This
doubt.
bench of
Fans
Golden
pay to
State
see him
is
as much
ass.
as anyone. And when you think about the last decade of basketball, he's changed the game as much as anyone with his reign.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Avery Bradley. He's out there with Porter, and it's House in at the 4. Here's Toscano. Terrific
Easy.
assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's just an outstanding pass by Bazemore off the pick and roll to set up the basket. His decision making has really improved.
What the?
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Bazemore. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Got a piece of it. And it's Houston on the break. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. You have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Here's Looney. Lee Baz was put in just the right spot.
And Looney's a guy you can rely on both ends of the floor.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in, and there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That's his first foul. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's House. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Toscano misses. Houston leading by 9. Outside Bradley.
Oh,
Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Bradley around the basket knows he's going to face some force.
bro, this shit is ass for this team. The major downside. Give me Wigs. Give me Green. Look for 5. Give me Jerry. Oh, give me Wise.
inside and force the defense's hand.
Both free throws good from Avery Brent. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And here is Lee. No points in the game yet for him. Gonna go that time. Bradley with some nice D. Rockets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Gordon with no one around. But he stays with it. Tries again. Olynyk has the open look. Another miss by Houston. Warriors trail by 11.
And last year, just a tough one for Looney. Just couldn't find a way to stay on the court.
Grabbing that jersey for just 20 games last year, and every time he seemed to recover from one nagging injury, another one would pop up, and Looney very frustrated with how last year went, and so were his teammates.
Now here's Bradley after the miss from Klay Thompson. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Here's Toscano. On the wing, Lee. 5 on the clock. Off target with his 3.
No, I can't hit threes with them.
Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Looney opens up the offense here. You're just getting some bonus points from him, and that's helping out when he knocks down Jade.
Now here's Gordon. Down low, Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Olynyk showing some confidence now, and the big man is catching and firing.
Now here's Lee. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Toscano. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to...
Ano? Oh. Andyan lang. Baka din nila ni Mama, di ko alam.
Greg,
Wala
your son's been
sinasabi.
drafted.
Bala
You
kung
were
ano din
drafted
yung
in the
pagpasok
NBA.
eh.
As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case,
Ano?
Magkano na yung tricycle pa? C5?
13 ata.
he loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember what it was yesterday? Shot from the wing. Second shot opportunity.
No.
Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Andrew Wiggins, the kind of guy that people watch with a microscope, but he has cut down on inefficient shots, those long twos, and started to take more threes, and using his athletic ability when he gets on the inside to get to the foul line.
Now here's Wall. He's got 10. Passes it to Wood. Fires from the line. Wood controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Rockets lead by 8.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
32 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Curry with the 3. And the Warriors miss again. Houston leading by 8. Outside Porter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Curry. Wiggins drives in. To the paint. And a missed layup.
Dude.
And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead, heading. I thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson, a winding road for John Wall coming back. Kenny, it's just great to see him back there on the floor.
Great. You know,
and it's just about time.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Curry and Clay, the splash
What?
brothers in the backcourt. Green is out there with Wiggins, and it's Wiseman in at the center, filling out the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Now here's Wiggins. Thompson outside. Shoots. It's rebounded by Houston. Woods got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Warriors trail by 10. Curry from deep three-point land. No good on the triple. And for Houston, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on
What
that
the
end. Bangs
hell?
home the trifecta.
Well, if Eric Gordon gets the ball from beyond the arc, you have to respect his ability to knock those down.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Thompson misses.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Gordon kicks the wall. Back to Gordon. Again, the miss by Gordon.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now. I'm not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
And Arsenal.
And there's the pass to Wall. Tate covered by Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Now Olynyk. He has 6.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Curry against Wall. Curry passes to Wiseman. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Here's Wall. Good on the bucket.
John Wall is
Wall's got the lead up to 13 now for Houston.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Thompson inside the line. No good on the shot. So Houston will take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Nice change of speed from Gordon on the drive to the hoop. Love that aggressiveness.
Right around 3 minutes into the second.
finally. Oh
And
my
that one's
god.
good. Wiggins.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
he's an all-star last year. You know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. A 12-point game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Pretty good handle there from Bazemore. He can get himself to the rim, and this time he's going to get himself to the free throw line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Rockets leading by 10. Outside Porter. And he banks in the layup. Porter's got 8.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he is going to be a handful to deal with.
Curry passes to Looney. And a great assist by Curry.
And a great assist by Curry.
He's got 6.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also a very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
And that one's good by Porter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. Green, the pass to Looney. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Left side Curry. Bazemore on the wing. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Oubre can't get it to go.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Back to Bradley. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bradley's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Curry with it. Basket counts.
Steph with a great read there, tricky on the inside, and exploits the defense with a good read.
And so it's Houston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4.
This lineup again.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. We've got Olynyk. Porter is out there with Wall. And it's Mwaba in at the 3 spot. Poole, the pass to Oubre. Here's Poole. Shot clock at 6. Wall grabs the board. Rockets leading by 16. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And here's Wall. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Wood. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on James Wiseman. And that one misses. Thompson, he's checked in for Damian Lee. And the 2nd free throw, good. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
The offensive rebound. Wood kicks to Gordon. Over Wiggins. Another miss by Houston. Warriors trail by 17. Wiseman the pass to Oubre. It's
Walang
rebounded by
foul
Houston.
dun. What the hell?
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A terrific combo guard. Some people are comparing Poole's style to that of C.J. McCollum's.
I don't know if it's that similar, maybe stylistically, but CJ's size and his control are something that right now, I guarantee you, Jordan Poole would love to adopt in his game.
Raymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Wall, no luck. Warriors have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Puts one up from 19. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. For 3, Gordon. And no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Thompson outside from deep.
Bakit
And again, no
ganun?
good by Golden State.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Here's Poole. And the Warriors miss again. Houston leading by 17. Outside, Wall. Misses the 3. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
And with that height and incredible leaping ability, Wiggins can throw it down as easy as anyone.
Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. And he
Walang
makes that
depensa
one.
si Poole.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Thompson outside. Five to shoot. Wood with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. A bit under 3.5 minutes of pass here in the fourth.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
Houston leading by 17. Timeout called, the Rockets. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Gordon for 3. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
He gets it in there.
A welcome sign for sure. When Wiggins is connecting with the J, his offense becomes lethal.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Over Thompson. And that one goes long.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
That free throw good from Wiseman. He hits both from the stripe.
Take over.
Now here's Wall. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Stephen Curry. And Brent, many players said shooting in the bubble was easier. What's your take on that?
Well, I appreciate you asking me the question, Kevin. I thought about that a lot as I was watching the playoffs last season, and I thought 2 things. One, familiar sight lines. You're going to the same gym to see the same rims over and over and over. And then maybe the extenuating circumstances of no crowd. So feeling like you're in an empty gym, one that you practice in, maybe that leads to more confidence. And we saw the numbers go up for a lot of guys. And we saw the scoring also go up. So maybe those 2 factors contributed to that.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Houston.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Wall.
Oh, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
See?
And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Wall, and it's Houston with another.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Lee outside. Launches it.
Big.
No good on that one. So we see Houston taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony, Brett Baer.
$37%. The bench sucks.
Receiving an NBA 75th anniversary edition copy of NBA 2K22. Which of these athletes will grace that cover? Is it A, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, B, Dirk Nowitzki, C, Kevin Durant, or
The commute in full swing as we get set for basketball here. And now we are new.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Patrick Beverly. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's a
bench
and it's
sucks.
George in at the 2. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Wiseman in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, here is George.
He grinned it.
Nice form on the 20-footer. And 2 conference rivals scoring off tonight. You know, see, this has the feel of a playoff game.
It does.
I just can't hit threes with Thompson. What the hell?
Always fun.
That time it went in.
Clay, picture
Earlier,
from down there.
can't hit.
All in a day's work for the former three-point contest champion.
Ah!
Now, here is Morris. George looking around. Pass to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hit the floater. Warriors with the rebound. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
I mean, in the modern era, you have to be able to stretch the floor or you're going to struggle.
Reason why, that opens up driving lanes, makes it dangerous for teams to W in the post. The offense becomes more dynamic.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And And it's Wiggins missing.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Curry can't get it to go.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down. Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now Thompson. From deep three-point range, they get it again. Green taking his time here. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Curry gets the bucket.
Amazing display of concentration by Stephen Curry. So gifted at scoring the basketball.
Ibaka outside. And Ibaka slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Curry fires from way outside. Another miss by Curry. And so George will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Offline with his 3. The Warriors trailing. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Wiseman the pass to Wiggins. Leonard with the ball. Outside, George. Six to shoot. Hits the target from 18 feet. George has got his second basket of the night.
Proving how dangerous he is. Give George these looks, and he'll knock him down.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. Top of the key jumper, no good.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Here's Beverly. And Morris throws it down.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now here's Curry. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. George against Green. And wow!
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Beverly against Curry. To the inside. Here's Wiseman. Shot to stop the run. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. .106 left in the first. Here's Morris. That one off the back iron and out.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And for everything this guy gives you on offense, Thompson has finally gotten his due as a defensive stopper.
GA, I don't think he still gets his due. He's still underrated in my opinion. Yes, he made the all-defensive team in 2019. In addition to his offensive responsibilities, he has to guard the opponent's best scorer.
And the Clippers making a change here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubats has checked in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Nice move. The shot comes out, and Golden State will go the other way with it. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. Now the pass to Looney. Thompson outside. Pass to Oubre. Shot on the wing. They grab their own miss. Takes it off the glass.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Now, here's Thompson. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles on top. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Kent Bazemore is out there with Lee. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Looney in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Kennard's shot is off.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And the rejection by Zubats. Here's Toscano. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Dishes it to Oubre. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Oubre's got the lead up to 1 now for the Warriors. Rondo kicks to Jackson. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Cousins trying to free himself up.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Oubre for 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season, their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Warriors trail by 6. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bazemore on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Reggie Jackson.
Bazemore has a high motor. He puts his athleticism to use.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And the Clippers making a change here. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Curry dishes to Green. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Teardrop shot. Wiggins with the block.
His length gives Wiggins an advantage on the D. He can get his hand to shots that a lot of other players would not be able to impact.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And Smitty, anytime there's a poll for dirtiest player in the NBA, Draymond seems to end up on that list.
GA and RJ, there have been a lot of us on that list. You know Draymond just wants to win, but it's about just playing hard, and that's what he'll do. He'll do whatever it takes to win. In this league, they just trying to clean up some of these acts.
Los Angeles leading by 4. He kicks it to Ibaka. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Curry. It's stolen by Ibaka. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Warriors gave us some information. He's said to be experiencing a lot of discomfort, but overall, it looks like it is just a bruised bicep. And they count on him to provide in all ways. Now that he's out, they're in a precarious situation. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
And we're seeing that across all sports. Guys are just getting bigger, faster. The human body can take only so much.
Shots good by Ibaka.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Warriors trail by 8. And here is Green. Passes it to Bazemore. He feeds it to Weissman. And finished off by Weissman.
Bazemore can give you a little playmaking from the wing position. Looking smooth in that pick and roll.
Jackson against Bazemore. Leonard with no one around. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Curry looking around. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And Beverley kicks to Morris. Pass to Jackson. Love 3. The Clippers rebound. Ibaka, he makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
On its way from Curry for 2, and he can't bank that one in. The shot, no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Clippers lead by 11.
Kevin,
all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7 points. They were on a mission once we got to the second quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Serge Ibaka has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Marcus Morris. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ibaka in the center, locking down the middle. Clippers leading by 11. And here's Leonard from three. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Now Wiseman. Outside Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And you just got to love Steph's passion for the game. Even his pregame workout has drawn attention.
GA, let me give you this little story. One time in high school, he got so pumped before a game, he actually hurt himself. He jumped up, hit his forehead, and had to get stitches. The man just loves to play, and he loves this game.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play. And that sends Patrick Beverley to the free throw line. That one on Thompson. The Warriors making a switch here. Toscano's checked in. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? Mikal and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So both teams making some changes here. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for Los Angeles.
Ugly start to this half, hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
Here's Poole. He's covered by Rondo. In the corner, it's Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Cousins.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Warriors trail by 11. Thompson right side. Fires the 3. Cousins pulls it in.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of half.
Good.
Hey, you're not going to outmuscle Cousins. He converts through contact as well as anyone.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. Lee's checked in for the Warriors. He's perfect from the line this time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Clippers leading by 11 and keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament, get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. Too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Outside, George. Shot is good off the back rim and in. George has got 9 points.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Here's Poole. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here. The first free throw is good. Greg, it's pretty typical for players of the past to talk about current players and say they may have struggled had they played when I played. What do you think of that line of thinking?
You know, I just don't agree with that. And I think we all do that. We all feel like our era was the best. I had the same thoughts being passed my way when I first came into the league.
I'm sure.
The reality is these guys work just as hard as guys worked back in our era. They just have more understanding of what their value is. And in a lot of ways, they've got more courage to speak out because, you know, let's face it, they're more of a bullseye on their back in today's era with social media than we've ever seen before.
That is true. George with the ball. Now Green defending.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Green against Cousins. 1:24 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. To the inside. Toscano. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 3rd assist on the night.
The beauty of Draymond as a facilitator really sees the entire floor.
George with the bucket. George has got 6 here in this quarter.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
He in the posts. Kennard covering.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
Jackson looking it over. The pass to Kennard. Here's Zubac. And Lee pulls it down. Warriors trail by 11. Pass to Poole. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For Los Angeles, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Tipped away. Here's Toscano. Lee outside. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiseman's out there with Green, and it's Wiggins in at the small forward spot. That's the Warriors 5. Warriors trail by 13. Down low, here's Green. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Beverly against Curry. The dish to Wiggins. Outside Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Wiggins missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Green, no luck. Clippers leading by 15. Here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Back to Curry. To the middle. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
The advantage of having a point guard you can trust. Steph Curry has one thing in mind. How can we score?
Ibaka looking for an opening. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
Paul George with the steal. All alone. Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Outside Curry. Here's Wiseman. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And the Clippers call time here. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Curry outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Puts it up from 15, and it's Leonard missing. Warriors trailed by 19. Thompson right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And we know, of course, Clay coming from a basketball family. In fact, his father back in 1978 was drafted #1 overall.
Oubre is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Los Angeles leading by 17. George against Thompson. And George gets it to go. George has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Thompson outside. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Ibaka's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Beverly deciding where to go with it. Passes it to George. Over Thompson. Misses off the left iron. Golden State's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Beverly against Curry. Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Clippers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. And it's Oubre off the drive, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Beverly with the ball. Shoots over Oubre, and the Clippers miss again. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Over George. No good off the front iron. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the men?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Giving guidance to them young G's. Go on with your, but your whole crew ain't gonna be able to do that. Nah, get about 3 months, your canteen gonna slow up. I'm telling you, they ain't gonna send you no money.
The feeling overcomes me fast. Afraid of how long this won't last. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph. Thinking about the times we had. Memories shatter like their glass. Looking at a photograph. Looking at a photograph.
Stare through your lens, blind from my flash. Can't make amends, I know you're too attached. All of your friends, I know they hate me bad. Call me again, so I know you're still mad. I get my ego stuck on drama.